Hold on, know that it's time to be strong. Let's all believe in the future. Together we can move on. Raise up your voice and be heard. Call it every generation. All over together. Turn it up, win or lose, no backing down. We refuse, we take it over. Sing with me, this is the future. Oh, I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in all of us. I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in all of us. Yanaraya sasini, atangano atangare, wadenche moshiponde. Africa lala, Africa lala, Africa lala. Amaya chienala, bibi sini yesi amare, amare.
The Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA for short, has long been invincible to the naked eye, but shrouded in indescribable mystery and controversy. Until recently, coups were seen as internal struggles, manifestations of a people who desire regime change. But to the contrary, they are often planned and legitimized from the outside and then projected as a sign of local instability. They are not sudden sharp actions. In fact, they are built on long-term processes to control geopolitical orders, financial networks, and natural resources. CIA covert operations are by their very nature hard to prove definitively, but research into the agency's work, declassified documents, as well as revelations by former CIA employees have unwound a complicated information web. This series will discuss African independence leaders who were ousted or assassinated by Western intelligence services. Congo's Patrice Lumumba's death in 1961 followed on from that of opposition leader of Cameroon, Félix Moumi, poisoned in 1960. Sylvanus Olympio, leader of Togo, was killed in 1963. Mehdi Ben Barka, leader of the Moroccan opposition movement, was kidnapped in France in 1965 and his body never found. Eduardo Mondlane, leader of Mozambique's Frelimo, fighting for independence from the Portuguese, died from a parcel bomb in 1969, and of course, Ghana's Kwame Nkrumah.
This decade is the decade of African independence. Forward then to independence now. Tomorrow, the United States of Africa.
So, Mr. Secretary, thank you very much. I want to thank the American government for the invitation to participate in this summit. I think it's a summit that's been long overdue. I believe it's the second. The last time was what, over 10 years ago? Yeah. Yesterday I had I was part of an extremely useful meeting with the people from the Congress to come and talk about security matters. I believe that, Madam, you were there, you were part of the meeting. And its significance for us. And I think that beyond everything, that is a matter that I want to urge upon you. Today, Russian mercenaries are on our northern border. Burkina Faso has now entered into an arrangement to go along with Mali in employing the Wagner forces there. I believe a mine in southern Burkina has been allocated to them as a form of payment for their services. Prime Minister of Burkina Faso in the last 10 days has been in Moscow. And to have them operating on our northern border is particularly distressing for us in Ghana. Apart from not accepting the idea of the great powers once again making Africa their theater of operation, we have a particular position that you know about over the Ukraine war, where we have been very, very vocal and upfront about condemning the invasion of Russia by Russia. And therefore, then now to have this group at our borders is a matter of some considerable disquiet and concern for us. And we really like to have a privileged opportunity to talk about its implications and what we believe ought to be the case. This is what took place with the discussion in the Congress yesterday, which I found very fruitful. And I would like that the themes of that discussion should be the themes that we should continue to address. To what extent we can have you as a partner in confronting these threats. It is very important that ECOWAS and the West African area remains a democratic space. It's the reason for the actions we took over the coup d'etats in Burkina Faso, in Mali, and in Guinea.
Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your contacts. Thank you. Greetings again, brothers and sisters and cousins of the other races who support our struggle for economic equality. This segment is another reparations update, and it's primarily about the Caribbean and follows up from the previous update in video 59, the previous video. In that video, I mentioned the recent activities in Barbados, led by Barbados Prime Minister Motley, and the involvement of the Colombian female vice president, also a statement, reaction interview from the President of Ghana, President Ali. In the case of Jamaica, as I said, there hasn't been any statement. I'm not seeing or hearing any statement from the Prime Minister of Jamaica, because, as usual, Jamaica is politically behind the other Caribbean countries, being so tightly connected to the colonial powers. Jamaica is still a colony of Britain, although the other leading Caribbean countries, bigger Caribbean countries, have been Republicans for the longest time. Jamaica's so-called Labour Party, which is really the rich people's party in Jamaica, is behind when it comes to such matters, with its ties, its tight links to Britain and Europe and the and the United States of America. However, the Minister of Information, Kamina Smith, she delivered a statement on behalf of Jamaica at the last United Nations General Assembly meeting in September of this year, 2023. It's reported in a Jamaican newspaper, and the title is Restore Dignity for People of African Descent. I am going to mention certain highlights from this article, mainly for people who are watching the video on their phones as usual. People watching on TV can always pause the TV and read the article. But the main part of the article I want to highlight is some numbers that are quoted. It says that a recent report on reparation for transatlantic chattel slavery in the Americas and the Caribbean suggested a US $108 trillion debt owed by the perpetrators. The committee also at an international court judge specified that the Caribbean, Central America, and North America is owed about 24 trillion US dollars, of which 9.5 trillion is owed to Jamaica. And then the article goes on to say that Spain owes about 17 trillion, of which Jamaica is entitled to 1 trillion. France owes 9 trillion. Portugal, I think 4 trillion, mainly to Brazil, and the Netherlands owes about 5 trillion. Now, these are large numbers, but bear in mind that the payments would be spread over a period of time. Slave masters have already gotten their payment, which they shouldn't have gotten. They got payment from the same colonial powers for the slaves, from whom they got the free labor for centuries. The governments of those countries paid the slave masters, but the slaves have never got reparation, neither in the USA or in the Caribbean or in Africa for colonialism or anywhere. Neither the slaves or the the colonies have gotten no reparation.
If you look at both of us, you might think that we are all from Africa, but we are all from Ghana. It looks like my uncle from Ghana. Oh, okay. Obrigado. And indeed, being in Salvador, Bahia, I can confidently say that this city indeed is the blackest city out of Africa. Oh man, I just see your face. I'm telling you, bro. Can I take you to Africa?
Quer ir para África? Quero. He say he's going to be eaten by animals.
Oh no! Come on with that. How does it feel being here?
lovely and amazing. You know the funny thing about it? I'm seeing people, I look at the guy and say, there, that's my uncle. Everything.
It's the black place. It's the black place. She didn't know that it's 80% black. The city is 80% black, and yeah, I love it, man. I love it.
What's the difference between living in Salvador and living in the United States?
Shoot, it's way less dangerous. You know, I grew up in the projects, you know, dangerous situations, and you know, don't have to deal with the U.S. white Americans. Sorry for all the white people out there, but y'all know how y'all are. Out here, just way better, man. I love it.
It's beautiful, everyone. Like, the food is amazing, the people are nice, the music is lively.
The blood is amazing, man. For over 400 years, but when we see these people, we connect. You don't have to say anything, we just connect.
Salvador is like the hub for the diaspora, because in Africa, you got 54 countries to choose from. But in Brazil, you only got one city to come to, so everybody comes here.
Everybody should check out Salvador.
By the way, a big shout out to Kali for taking us around Salvador Bahia. And please, she has a YouTube page. You all should surprise her by subscribing to her YouTube channel. The link is in the description.
Let's see it.
Coming to Brazil is definitely one of the best things that I've done in 2023. And if you agree with me, then please like this video, leave a nice comment, and please share this video so that others can have a piece of this.
Yeah.
You live here?
So I live in New York, but I used to live here. I lived here for 7 years, and then last year I bought an apartment here in Baja.
Wow.
So I kind of live between New York and here.
Why did you decide to live in here?
So you remember the Michael Jackson video? They don't care about us years ago. So I saw that video when I was a kid, and then back in 2002 or 2003, India Ari recorded a live DVD here in Bahia. And it kind of inspired me to want to come. I came for vacation in 2007, and I ended up staying for 7 years. Yeah, and then last year I came back just on vacation, and I ended up buying an apartment. Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
How does it feel living in here as a black person?
It's great. It kind of reminds me of, a little bit of being in West Africa, but like with other influences, clearly. I feel like living in Salvador as a black person is much more comfortable than living in some of the other cities in Brazil, like Sao Paulo or in Rio, where it can be kind of strange, like walking into a high-end store and people look at you like you don't belong there.
The third business that you can start is affiliate marketing. Super similar to what I've mentioned already with drop shipping, but the difference here is that you would be able to get links to products you love and use now, and as you're living your life or creating content around it, you are able to give people that link and say, hey, purchase this from here. I love it, you will too. And this is really similar to if you've seen people on Instagram wearing cute clothes, outfits, lifestyle marketing, they have everything that they're wearing or everything that they're using linked in their bio. You can do this with Amazon affiliate program. There are tons of stores on Shopify that you can be an affiliate for. You can also be an affiliate for other people's courses or programs. So many ways that you can do this. And again, I love affiliate marketing. It's actually how I got my start, because you're really just creating content and giving people the option to buy what you already love, and you don't have to create anything. So this is something else that can bring you some extra money. Now let's get into the fourth option I have for you, and that is to sell t-shirts. Y'all, I don't care what anyone says, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, socks, they are never going to not make money. People are always going to buy a t-shirt. Why? Because people love to walk around and express themselves in what they're wearing. So you want to come up with a slogan that's catchy or that means something to you or the particular group of people that you want to promote to, and put it on a t-shirt. Even if it's a funny meme, put it on a t-shirt. You will never understand how quickly someone will buy from you when they see a shirt that they like. And the great thing is you can do this with Shopify. There is an app called Printful, which actually allows you to design a t-shirt, and they handle all of the shipping, all of the printing, everything that you need. You just drive traffic to the store. So I love this option because you don't need to become a t-shirt whiz. All you need to do is drive traffic to it and they handle the rest. The last business I want to let you guys know that you can start with $1,000 or less is creating digital products and starting your own coaching business. Now, you can coach in just about any area: fitness, diet, weight loss, knitting, doing hair, makeup, so many different things. You can create an ebook or a course around. Now, you guys know I teach you how to write your own ebook, how to create your own courses, and how to make millions of dollars in the coaching industry, just as I have done. And I'm gonna make sure I link down below my other videos on writing an ebook in 48 hours, as well as the link to my free class on how you can get this started. But it doesn't cost you barely any money to create your own course or to create your own ebook, and that's because the information is already inside of you. So what you can do is hire someone. They can design your ebook cover or your course cover, make your slides look really beautiful. That can be anywhere between $30 to $100, which still leaves you an excessive amount of money within that $1,000 to put towards a website, to put towards getting a ring light or a phone like I did when I used my $1,200 stimulus check, to put towards setting a little bit aside for marketing if you wanted to run ads or pay for pages to post you. Now you're starting to gather an audience around what you're teaching them, which is how to be vegan in 30 days, let's say, or how to lose 10 pounds in 10 days. That could be your ebook. And before you know it, you've really started to build a community and started to make sales in this business that you started with less than $1,000. So
well then, I grade. Me need ya, hey, I need some herb in my brain. So bring the medication for my brain to heal the whole of the nation from the pain and break up all the circles and the chains. I need some meditation in my brain. So bring the medication for my brain to heal the whole of the nation from the pain. Break up all the circles and the chain. Hey, no, this could never be no man killer. Good for my head, so me call it as the man healer. When me ill, you know me never need a painkiller. It's quite exciting, me call it as the man chiller. Give me good man, so me no think illa. What a inspiration, fit on a sound killer. For the pagan, me spark it like a 9 miller. Fi fight the liquor and the coke ganja and the...
In this segment, I'll continue to read from the BBG, the Black Business Guide, and this is a continuation from the previous video. Chapter 1, for the benefit of people who are watching the video on cell phones, the 10 Black Business Commandments to grow a profitable, legal dollar tree. Lesson 1. The first step is to think like a farmer or gardener. Have you ever planted a seed and take care of it till it grows and matures to bear flowers and or fruits? Have you ever helped someone to plant a seed and take care of it until it bears flowers and or fruits? Have you ever got a seedling, then planted it, and took care of it till it matures and produces fruits? Are you a farmer or a gardener? Or grew up in a family that produced a crop, or does gardening or grows other kinds of trees? If your answer is no to all of the previous questions, then you have to learn the first step, which is to begin to think like a grower of a tree. This will not be hard to achieve if you are willing to learn and patient enough to take care of the kind of money tree that you want to bear profits. But if your answer is yes to any of the previous questions, then you have enough experience to begin the learning process to grow your own dollar tree, even if you did not like growing those other crops. So the first thing to remember is that the money tree will take a considerable time after you plant the seeds till it bears profits.
Let us all unite and celebrate together the victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together to defend our liberty and unity.
Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your contacts. Thank you.